hey, she's not crazy and she's not irrational. She's just angry, right? But in this video, I'm going to share why she's angry and what you're doing that's contributing to the problem. Then I'll cover if her anger is the actual problem and you're in maybe an abusive relationship and what to do about that. First, you're a guy who probably is a caring person and means well, but you're doing things that are upsetting her. And chances are she has expectations of you and has had many expectations of you for years, and you're not able to live up to those. For example, she wants you to go to therapy. She wants you to read this book or listen to this podcast, and you keep not doing it. Is her anger valid? Yes. Now, is it kind of lame that she's asking you to be a different person? Maybe. But it's like, what did you two agree on? What kind of behavior and what kind of relationship and what kind of vision do you have as a couple? If that's all murky, things like anger are going to come in to start steering the ship of your relationship. And you don't want that. No one wants to live with an angry person. No one wants to be treated disrespectfully or in a mean-spirited way. Full stop, right? So we've got two things to do here in this video. One is there might need to be a boundary set with your wife. But number two, you might need to change some part of yourself that's pissing her off. For example, your porn habit, your neglect, you're not treating her like a priority. All of this leads to her being hurt and not gotten and upset. And the easiest thing for some women to do is to get angry on top of hurt feelings, because hurt feelings are just too vulnerable. She doesn't feel safe with you, so she's going to get angry at you. I'm not saying that's right, but I am saying it's just what people do, all right? I've studied couples now for over 20 years, and this is just how relationships work sometimes. So you're going to have to say something to her. At the end of this video, I'll show you what to say. And that's the boundary part, but you also need to keep looking in the mirror for what am I doing? That's part of the problem, right? So remember, her emotions are never a problem unless she crosses a line into abuse. Then we have a problem. But her expressing her anger, her expressing her sadness, her expressing her joy, her hurt feelings, none of that is a problem. If you have a problem with that, then you have work to do. You need to learn how to be a better friend and ally for her emotional life. Now, obviously, you can hear it better if she's just saying, I'm angry at you versus name calling and disrespect. That's out of bounds in my world. But look in the mirror and just make a short list of 3 things you're probably doing that are contributing to her being upset with you. What is it that I do that has her feel angry? And I'll tell you, one of the most common reasons, one of the most common things you're doing, men do with their wives, is they don't behave in a way that has their wife feel like a priority. So they prioritize work and the game and their male friends instead of her feelings and what she's up to. I mean, when was the last time you asked your wife about her inner world, her inner domain, and how she's really doing in there? And what are her dreams and fears right now? And what are her insecurities in the relationship with me? What is going on in there? When is the last time you asked, right? She wants you to give a shit about her inner world. And when you behave in ways that are like looking over here instead, money, work, the game, that doesn't feel good. That hurts her feelings. And you're probably with a woman who, if she's angry, she's not being vulnerable with you and saying, hey, honey, I feel really hurt by your actions. I feel really hurt that you don't want to spend time with me. I feel really hurt that you never ask about my life and they're always focused on your life, right? She might be hurting in there. Chances are almost certain that she is hurting and that's just too vulnerable, so she gets angry. Her emotions are just feedback to you, and you've got to learn how to handle her emotions better, no matter what happens in this relationship. Okay, now let's talk about the line of when it crosses into abuse. So if she's name calling, if she's telling you to fuck off, if she's telling you emasculating comments like you're not a man, you're a pussy, you don't deserve blah, 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 like that kind of language is super disrespectful and moves over into abuse for me. You've got to decide what's abusive to you. But I always say you never work on abusive relationships, you leave them. Okay. And I've probably got other videos somewhere here on YouTube on abusive relationships, so you know what you're dealing with here. But do not ever tolerate abuse and mean-spirited behavior, ever. Do not tolerate that. And the more you tolerate it, you train her that it's okay to talk to you like this. So I've worked with many couples over the years, and sometimes kind of a doormat guy is with an angry woman. And you have to go, what's up with this? What's up with this dynamic? Well, he has not stood up for himself for decades, and he has allowed himself to be treated like shit. Whose fault is that? His. Is the being abused his fault? No, she's doing that. That's on her. That's her fault. But when you sit and allow someone to treat you like shit, you basically send a message. It's like you have a billboard on your forehead that says, please treat me like shit. I won't stand up for myself. That's what you're saying. And you train your wife or girlfriend over and over, it's okay. That's on you, right? So if you want that to be different, you're going to have to start speaking up. And speaking up looks like this. Whoa, 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 honey. Hey, I get you're angry. It sounds like you're really hurt and pissed off. I'd like to know more, but I can't listen to you when you're talking to me this way. You need to speak in a respectful way. I'm okay with anger, but I'm not okay with how you're speaking to me, what you're saying, the level of blame. No, not okay with me. All right? Something like that. Okay? You begin to push back on someone treating you like shit. And that's very empowering for you as a man, right? You're like, no, I'm not going to let this go down. Not in my house, not in my life. No. And if you have kids, it's even worse because they're watching. They're getting an 18-year download on intimate relationships and everything you do. Do you want to model being a doormat or an angry bitch, or like, is that how you want to model things? Right? No, of course not. So then you've got to step up and change some of your actions and your behaviors. But the first thing you got to do is let her know in no uncertain terms that the days of her treating you poorly, name calling, etc., are over. Either like, hey, I'm going to stay in the relationship so long as you don't scream and yell at me, or if you don't want to change, honey, and stop screaming and yelling at me, I am out. And is that a threat and an ultimatum? Yeah, it is, because you don't deserve that shit. You deserve to be treated with respect and care. So then you have to act like that, though. You can't continue to be a punching bag or a doormat. So that's on you. You have to change. She's going to stop bullying you if you stop being a victim and stand up for yourself here. Again, if there is actual abuse, you can call social services, you can call the police, you can get a restraining order. There's lots of things you can do to get help from local law enforcement, right? Just go there if you need help. If it's true that you're not in an abusive relationship, she's willing to work with you, and you start setting boundaries and, hey, I'm okay. You got to say, I'm okay with anger. I'm not okay with, and then say what you're not okay with. Name calling, for example, is not okay in a marriage. Throwing things, I'm not okay with that. You've got to set the terms out, and you're like, okay, you're willing to work. Great. Well, then you say, I take responsibility, this is where you own your part, for being complacent in this marriage. I take responsibility for not prioritizing you. I take responsibility for focusing more on work than on our marriage. I take responsibility for being too scared to go to therapy because I have a lot of stuff around that for me. You need to own stuff. And then you need to say this, like an empathic statement, like, and I can imagine the impact on you is that you feel neglected, ignored, dismissed, deprioritized, hurt, angry. And you just imagine, and she's told you, but you could just reiterate and imagine, like, that feels terrible to be deprioritized in a marriage. What's up with that? So you can let her know that you see her. I own your part, and I can imagine the impact on you was blank. That statement alone will help her relax. Next, you guys need to get your shit together and start setting a vision for the future. Look, we've been complacent. We played the game this way. We're going to stop doing that, and we're going to play a new game in our relationship where we mutually respect each other and really care about each other. That's what we're up to. Do you want to do that with me, honey? Yes, let's do it. Okay, great. I'm in. And then you start acting like it, okay? No one gets angry without a reason. You got to understand her reasons for her anger, right? She has a part. There's things she's not able to control her emotions, for example, but you have a part. You've played a role in pissing off your partner. Clean that up, and you're going to have a better relationship. All right, subscribe to my channel here. Stay tuned to the next video where I'll help the married man, father, maybe business-oriented guy, continue to improve his relationship life.